I had a cousin who slept over my house, and we were playing this recording, like we pretended like we were DJs, so so we were recording ourselves, and then when we played back, we could hear a voice.
Oh my god.
So my cousin's name is Soraya, so I called her Waya. So when we played back that recording, it says, "Hey Waya," and it keeps on, and then I was like, okay, I could hear it wrongly, right? And then we replayed, and it says, "Hey Waya," again, and then I ran.
And welcome back
to another episode of
Naik Bulu Tales. I'm Moe.
I'm Fairil, and we are yet again here, ready to share more stories with people.
Yes, we are.
And more ghost stories, for that matter. And we have been very lucky to be able to get all these people to come and tell their stories, because not many people want to divulge.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody's a little bit shy sometimes.
So January's been great, man. We had Hadi's episode, the long, I would say, Lord of the Rings epic storytelling, and then we had
felt like a trilogy.
Isk and the Ustad helping him exorcise the house, exorcist, and then Achab with the swing. Wow.
Oh yeah, that was
the swing that swung on its own.
And so today we have another person coming here,
and this person I'm very excited because it took a while to get her. Adalah alasan lah, this and that lah, I'm not available lah.
She's a busy woman.
I lost your number lah. Okay, so yes, without further ado, Fairil, who do we have?
We have Jija. How do I pronounce it?
Jija. Just call me Jija.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you?
So you guys should say thank you. Should say thank you, not me. Sorry.
What?
Thank you to you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Well, I did say thank you on privately. I did.
Sorry, I got a little bit nervous.
It's all right.
No, thank you for making your time.
Because you guys sound so good. That's why.
Thank you.
You
sound pretty good too.
But once you get into your stories,
okay,
that's when you won't be nervous.
So I believe, Jija, you have a few, but let's start with one that happened to you.
Okay, so actually, when I was younger, I could see things. Not like really see them, but I can feel them, and I can actually hear them.
How young is this?
When I was young, in kindergarten, and then to high school, college.
Which is usually the age where people say kids can.
Is it?
Yeah.
But also when I was in college.
They stayed with her to college. That's amazing.
So,
wow.
But happened last now, so I'm glad, alhamdulillah. But then still,
got some moments lah.
Yeah, there are the moments, no? There are moments where I can still feel it, So as for my experience, it happened when I was in high school.
Okay.
I think I was in Form 4. I was still staying with my parents. I was sleeping with my sister, and then I slept. I went to bed. And I had this dream whereby I was in a car with my sister and my cousin. So I was sitting at the back seat, and the driver, the passenger, and I was at the middle. And I remember every detail of that dream. And even right now when I'm telling it, I can feel the goosebumps because it's so
Naik Bulu.
Yeah, Naik Bulu, because it's so scary. It happened to me,
Okay.
And so I was in the middle, and I put both of my arms on the seat. And then I was dreaming, but it felt so real. So I was passing through the cemetery in Tamantun, coming from KL, going to TTDI. So the cemetery is on the left side, the Bukit Kiara cemetery, I think.
Right, betul. Right. On the left side, correct.
So I saw this lady. She was spinning around this big tree.
Oh, so in the dream lah.
In the dream.
Sorry, I got panicked a bit. I just forgot it was a dream.
In the dream.
Right.
So she was wearing white, and she was going round and round the tree. And then I felt like there's something heavy on my lap, in that dream. But it felt real, it felt really heavy. And then I look at there's a book on my lap.
Okay.
So I went through the book, and apparently it says there's a story in the book lah. So it was that lady So, but I can't remember the face. But it was that lady and her family, and apparently she got killed. You know, and then I remember I felt like this hot sensation in my body while I was sleeping, and then I woke up. But I couldn't look left and right, or up. I can only look down to my toes. I was awake lah. You know, I was awake already. And then I was feeling like hot, still hot. My whole body was panas, you know. And then I tried to reach my sister because she was sleeping next to me. And then I tried to reach her and just asking for her help to wake me up, because it was a sleep paralysis. I cannot move. And then I looked down on my toes. I remember on my toes, and then I saw this white, like kain lah. It was like that. Dia koyak-koyak, and it was white, and it was like that. It was on top of my toe, but I couldn't look straight, so I cannot see the face.
So you just saw like just the kain, just like kind of
floating,
like baju lah, you know, like baju floating on top of me.
Not at your toes.
It was on top of me, like my whole body, but because my eyes
you only can see
I can only see the toes. I can't even see my sister, but I tried to reach her, but I can't move, right?
Wow.
So it happened, but at that time I can't think of anything. I can't remember what to recite at that time. I was like,
right.
Al-Fatihah je lah along the way kan. Actually I tak hafal pun, so Al-Fatihah je lah I hafal at that time kan. So I tried to recite many times, but still that thing wouldn't move, and it felt heavier and heavier, you know.
Right.
That thing. But I could see the kain was like moving lah, like that. It was the kain, and then suddenly I could, like, it was me floating out of my body, and I could see myself with that thing on top of me, you know.
No.
And I'm serious. Like I was really floating, you know.
It's like out of body experience.
Yeah, and I felt like that thing was trying to get me out. The thing that was on top of me was trying to get me out of my body, like really want to kill me, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, so I saw that thing, and then but I couldn't see maybe I can't remember, but I couldn't see the whole figure. But I remember that it was white, and I'm actually surprised that it's white, because I always thought it's gonna be black, you know.
Right.
But it was white.
But all you saw was kain, no head, no figure.
I can only remember kain.
Kain.
Yeah.
But when you out of a body experience, also just kain.
I can only remember kain.
Okay,
yeah.
wow.
Maybe it was more, but I can't remember.
How old were you again?
Form 4, Form 5.
Form 4, Form 5. That's
Like
Yeah.
16, 17?
15.
Yeah.
14, 15. Yeah.
And then I was seeing myself, right? And then I was like, I think I was gagging. Yeah. So my sister woke up and saw me gagging. So she was like, and then she woke me up, and then I went back inside myself.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you saw her waking you up.
Yeah, because she saw that. I was like like that, you know, like I can't
So
breathe.
it's funny. She was detached.
Yeah, I was
your
detached.
soul was somewhere else, and
I
then
know.
your sister woke you up, and it just came back. Her soul came back. To your body.
Yeah, so I went back inside, and then I woke up. I could move, and I saw that white thing actually went out of the door, but dekat atas, like that door.
Or like through the macam the
Cracks.
gaps.
The gaps, yeah, on top of the door. So it went out. And then I remember I woke up and I cried. Like I really cried, because I thought I was dying, you know. I cried, and then my sister panicked, so she went out and called my parents, and diorang bawa, at that time ada Yasin paling dekat, and then diorang bawa Quran, and then put it on top of me, but I was still crying, and I was shaking, so they took me inside the toilet and showered me, you know. So
Mandi bunga.
Terus mandi ayat.
but they showered me because I felt hot.
Yeah.
It was still
Your
hot
body,
even when I woke up.
Temperature went up.
Yeah, and then I had a fever lah for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, after that.
Why is it always 2 weeks? Huh?
Was it?
Is it?
I don't know. This
Every
is the first
time I hear someone who gets this kind of experience,
Yep.
like whether they've seen something and they get demam, everybody always says 2 weeks.
Really?
something about 14 days. Huh? I don't know.
It's really interesting.
This is my first.
It's the first time.
I've heard.
Every time I hear it,
I've
people
never
get
heard
this.
this.
Or even if people, like when you, let's say there's some stories where people, like they pass by and they see something like just standing there, and then they get super scared.
Yep.
Then they're like, oh, demam 2 minggu.
I remember it was 2 weeks because I skipped school for 2 weeks.
Right.
Right?
But it's interesting. It's just, sorry, it was just a fact, number.
But can you imagine going to school? My parents had to tell the teacher that I had to skip school because of this incident. They were like, really?
No, they actually told the truth.
Yeah, they actually told the truth.
Wow.
Interesting.
I had a fever because I had this, experience and all that. But actually, before that happened, there were many incidents at home because I told you at that time. I think it was the peak. It was the peak period where I experienced all this.
Where you were sensitive to all these things.
Yeah. So like a few weeks before that, I saw things moving in the house. It was because my dad is an antique collector. So there's this one long antique table that he loves, and that table just feels eerie to me. Whenever I'm around that table, I could just feel something wrong with that table. So there was this one night where I was watching TV upstairs, and then I saw like something move. So I went down, and all of the closet terbuka. There were like 4 or 5 closets, and all terbuka.
You saw something move on the table? Or you just...
No, that thing, I heard it move. And when I went down, it's already open.
Everything was open.
Yeah, but I was alone.
It's poltergeist.
I know.
It's just like poltergeist. Yeah.
But, my mom knew that I can, I always experience all this. So when I told her, she was like, okay.
I'd be curious.
I told your dad already, don't buy.
I'd be curious the history of that antique table, right? Who knows what had it before?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So when that happened, actually before I had the sleep paralysis, my mom and dad called in an ustad to check, and the ustad actually said, there's no ghost in the house, but ni rumah ni tempat laluan dia. So they pass through the house, pass through, so that happened. But yeah,
so
after
one
that
passed through.
paralysis happened.
And just decided to open the cabinets while they passed
I know.
That's basically what
Like they have nothing else better to do.
And that was closer to the time when you were form 4, form 5?
Few weeks before.
Just right.
And
right
I had few incidents before that. So
oh wow, it's built up.
Yeah, it builds up. So before the table, when that closet opened, I had a cousin who slept over my house, and we were playing this recording. Like we pretended that like we were DJs. So. So we were recording ourselves, and then when we played back, we could hear a voice.
Oh my God.
So my cousin's name is Soraya, so I called her Waya. So when we played back that recording, it says, "Hey Waya," and it keeps on. And then I was like, okay, I could hear it wrongly, right? And then we replayed, and it says, "Hey Waya," again, and then I ran.
Was it a female voice or a male voice? Do you remember?
Like
sounded like that. I think it's not a female, quite female.
Like merdu, like singing voice.
Wow.
I can't.
And Waya also heard it.
She heard it too.
You both heard it.
Yeah, we both heard it.
So you didn't, but were your voices still there? When you did, you recorded your own voices, kan?
Yeah, I did it.
So you have.
But it was in between our voice.
Oh, that's even creepy. I don't know why that's creepier. Yeah. I don't know why. So it's like them talking, and then hey, Waya, and then them talking.
You don't
again.
have the recording
it's
anymore.
Long, like hey, Waya.
By any chance, do you have
No,
that?
I definitely threw it away. It's too scary. I can't.
Next time, think of us in the future. Somebody might interview you. Wow, that is freaky.
Yeah.
To hear
it
that.
Builds up to that major incident where I had fever.
So haywire, closet opening, then you can hump out.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's all within months?
Within probably a month.
Yeah. A month?
Because it was within like a week, and then after that again. So.
Okay. And no one else in the family gets affected?
No, just me.
Only you?
Yeah.
You are special?
Yeah.
What do you think is that?
I don't know.
Yeah. But the thing is, the ghost, this thing was calling Waya's name, not your name.
not my name.
Yeah,
it was calling Waya's name.
It's like deceiving, maybe.
But I was glad that my cousin could hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just confirms it, Because sometimes you're not sure. Is this real?
Yeah.
Because this thing, you really can't see it in front of you. You could usually see it at your side eye.
Yeah.
Or you can just feel it. You can't like if you watch Jantu, you can really see it, kan? It's not like that. It's always like bayang-bayang, or it just pass through you, or you can hear something at your ear, macam angin, that kan.
Yeah. Well, good thing here at Naik Bulu Tales, we believe you. That's our tagline.
Thank you.
Make sure our guests feel safe, because it's a lonely thing to go through. If no one believes you and you're alone and young.
Most of the times, like my parents, they can't, because they can't see it or they can't feel it, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for believing me.
It's a cool story, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, to be able to see yourself and wow. Okay. Wow.
So I remember one of the main reasons I want you on the show, because you mentioned something about a TOYOL. Yeah, the TOYOL story. Yes. Can you share that?
The TOYOL story. Okay, so when I was in primary. Okay, so I actually followed my dad to his friend's house in Shah Alam. I can't remember exactly the address, but I know it was in Shah Alam. It was a huge house. So I was playing outside, and suddenly this auntie, she just came to me and said, "Do you want to see something interesting?"
Oh.
So I was like,
Straight
okay.
up.
I was a kid. I was like, okay. What's interesting?
Not even fluffing you up.
Yeah. Nope. So I was like, toys, yay,
Yeah.
And then she took me into her room, and then I saw she opened her closet, and there was a glass casing, like macam acrylic case lah, like square, and there was something inside there, and it was sitting on top of, it's not a chair, but it was sitting on top of something, and it was actually like, what do you call, fetus, janin,
Yeah.
but it was it's kecut lah, it's like
like no, it's like dry.
it's like like dried, like dried fetus.
It's like prunes.
Exactly, yeah. But it was
Sunrise
but it's very small.
Right.
It was very small, and it's brown in color. I remember it being brown lah, unless I get it wrong, because I was so young, can't really remember. But what I remember, it was brown and like very.
But did it look like it looked like a fetus?
You can tell it was.
It has the shape. It has the shape. It has the head. It has the hand.
Oh wow. Okay.
The legs. Cukup sifat lah.
Yeah.
But it was small and kering.
Yeah.
And I was like, me being a kid, right? And then I tengok lah, macam tenung lah, right? I want to see the detail of it, like where's the eye, why is it like this? What is this kan? And then the auntie came, and then she recited something, and that thing moved, like not really like moving like that, but move a bit. Like for example, it's like this, and then when she baca something, move like a bit like that, the head like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then
So this is your auntie or just
no, my dad's friend.
The auntie of the house.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
It's funny that she just wanted to show you that,
It's so random, right?
My new toy,
I know.
a TOYOL.
Yeah. At that time, of course, I didn't know it was TOYOL.
Correct.
I didn't know what it was, but it was moving, and it was like, it looks like a baby,
Okay, so I really want to visualize this. Okay, so this TOYOL is dried fetus, and the hand is like maybe like this, right?
I can't remember. Yeah, but I think it was like that. Yeah.
Sitting down, like
It was sitting down.
It looked like on something.
how big was the case?
Yeah.
Maybe like this big.
Okay.
Besar juga lah. It's quite
So
big.
in the center was this.
In the
TOYOL.
center was this thing. Yeah, but it was sitting on top of something. I can't really remember what. But it was there lah.
So this is why the tropes of TOYOL, right? They usually have red eyes and razor sharp teeth, but you didn't see that,
I didn't see that.
right?
I didn't see that.
Maybe when they are released.
I'm just about to say that, yeah. Because they have to feed on the mom, right? The mom is the one who
The
cares
toe,
for them lah.
the toe.
Yeah.
Of,
Yeah.
They have to suck the blood of the toe, the master.
So when they go back into this casing, then they go kecut balik.
I think so, yeah.
Oh,
Possible.
But I didn't see that. I just saw that
that's
kecut one lah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No movie has been done like that.
Yeah, I like the way how you saw it. So when you say this part, when you say when it's moving, so when it's moving skit, is it like moving its head a bit?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, it's like this and that.
Yeah, the
Sometimes.
hand. I remember
The hand also?
I remember the hand. First thing that moved was the hand. It's like that move.
Oh.
But then when I was looking at it, I was like, is it moving or not moving?
Okay,
You know,
faham, I know, but it's also hard to believe.
And then she did it again, and it moved again. So I was like, okay, this is real. You know.
You were primary school.
Yeah, primary.
And she
yeah.
was showing you this.
Quite random, right?
But did she tell you anything about this particular
Probably
thing?
because my dad was telling her about me.
Oh,
that I could see things, because my parents always do that to everyone.
Right.
She always tell this story to everyone that Jija sees this, sees that, and she will ask me to go over to the front and tell the story. So
she was like, so the auntie was like, oh, my gang, I
I know.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But did she tell you any specific information about that particular thing?
Oh, I actually asked her, Auntie, why do you have this? So she actually said, oh, this thing is good. This is to protect my family, from the thieves, and to give me prosperity. She said that lah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's funny because toyos are not keturunan. You
blur lah.
You choose it. You choose to
And
blur.
I actually heard that you can actually buy a lot of it from Mecca.
Wow, that's new.
Yeah.
Buy toyos. Telur. Beli telur kat Mekah, no. Beli toyol kat Mekah.
Yeah. Really, I
Wow.
Yeah. And right now you can actually just buy it off online.
Okay, which is so funny. A friend of mine shared recently. They found a bottle gin that you can put gins in Shopee.
Really?
I was like, Shopee.
What does it say?
That's all.
It's actually bottle gin, JIN.
Really?
That's all probably gimmick just to get people to
Probably. But if you're saying that you can buy these toyos online,
No, but you can actually find minyak dagu. I'm not kidding you.
on Shopee or just online.
Just
Sorry,
online.
excuse me for my ignorance. What is minyak dagu?
Minyak dagu is minyak that they extract it from corpse. It's like, and
to
then,
do what?
And take the minyak, and then to attract people to.
It's to use for like the like
attract
love potion.
Love potion, yeah, you're right. Love potion.
Minyak dagu. So if you ever found yourself attracted to a girl that's not your type usually, she's probably using minyak dagu, bro. Yeah.
But because I always tell all these ghost stories, right?
Okay.
So I think my phone algorithm
Algorithm detects it.
It hears you.
So, exactly. So that's why I get all this. Don't get me wrong. I don't go search on all this.
But that's interesting that okay, the Mecca one is new to me. So I don't.
Yeah. But I heard it quite a few times.
It's new to me. Wow.
Yeah.
Goodness.
You're surprised, right? Because it's like Tanah Suci, and then you can buy all this. Yeah.
But I guess. But I've heard there's also a place where you can. Apa ni? What's that place? The tempat jin.
Jin baik and jin Islam dan jin.
Yes, in
Islam,
Mecca there's that too. There's that too. So I believe it though. Tanah Suci could also have other things that we may not think is suci.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you go on Shopee.
Not that we want to promote that.
No, you don't want to promote that. No, we don't. No link here.
So it's so funny though. I because we cannot understand why people do blur toyol. Why they buy toyol.
Yeah.
And like I can't imagine wanting one. Why would I need a toyol?
Exactly.
Why would you need? No, right.
They would, because I think they just want to believe the fact that they need something else to make them successful. They need a little.
Yeah, but toyos specifically, they actually get things for you. So if I see that these toyos like, hey, I would steal that guy's wallet, and it actually brings you the wallet, then this is that's a crazy.
Yeah. But I think it comes in different ways, right? I don't know how. I don't know how, but
I'm sure there are things that we don't know, but we know the generalization of it, right?
Yeah.
But
I've heard where when you're at home, and then you really you know that you put your stuff there.
Yeah.
And then you just can't find it until like forever.
That's what we all
Really?
You know what happened?
He had a toyol steal something.
The other day, that's like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I bought Parmesan cheese, small one.
Okay.
The day before, it was on that counter.
Yep.
The day after, when I was cooking my eggs, I wanted my Parmesan cheese. It disappeared. I do not know where it went.
To this day,
I think it's probably in Moe's tummy.
Throws the whole Parmesan cheese. You know what? I did need cheese. I really did.
I looked high and low for my Parmesan cheese, and I could not find it.
The best part, he asked me. I was
That's some
like,
bougie toyol.
I don't know where your cheese went.
I never heard toyol curi cheese before.
Dia beli cheese pula. Dia boleh curi buat apa-apa pun, I guess.
Yeah. But like, I just backtrack a bit, because it reminded me of a dream that I have, the same one that you're talking about, how you went out of the body.
Really? You saw yourself?
Yeah. Wow. So one day, this is like maybe in 2006, maybe 2005, 6 maybe. I was staying in
Persian Sabah.
No. Near Tropicana.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So basically, what happened was,
Tropicana near the cemetery, the Kubo?
No, it was near the belakang the DAP office there. Right before, you know where the toll is, the NKV toll, then you make a left right before you go
What
through
is the name of that condo?
It's called Bayu Putri, I think.
Oh, okay.
Something like that, right?
Yeah.
So what happened was, I just woke up in the middle of the night, and when I opened my eyes, I was on the top of the ceiling.
That's what.
And I looked down, right?
Yeah.
And I saw myself sleeping.
Exactly. Yeah.
But what happened after that was, I felt myself float out, and I saw myself float through the door, my front door, my bedroom door, and I went into my living room.
You float yourself.
Yeah, I mean, this is my dream lah.
Yeah.
I mean, supposedly, right?
Yeah.
And then I was floating, and I was like, as if I was swimming in the air.
Really?
And I saw my couch, I saw my TV, I saw my kitchen, everything. It was a small place. It wasn't a huge place, right? And then I started to realize that I was being not pushed, being like something was
guiding you,
pulling me, towards the front door.
Okay.
And
the house door.
The house door, yeah.
Okay.
And when I got there, the pulling started getting harder, like stronger. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I held on to the grill.
Because you don't want to leave your house.
Correct, yeah.
Yep.
So, and I could feel all this in my dream.
Yep.
And I just felt like this energy just pulling. And I was but I was not like, how do you say it? I was not panicking.
Yeah.
But I was scared.
Yeah.
So what happened was, I told myself, okay, one big pull and pull yourself back into the house.
Yeah.
So I remember this so clearly. I was holding on to the thing, and I just pulled myself.
Yeah.
And I kind of swept through the house through the middle living room, through my door, open my eyes,
your bedroom door,
my bedroom door,
back to you.
Open my eyes, I'm on the bed, and I woke up.
Exactly, that's what happened to me.
And I was like, did I just have an out of body experience? Was that just a crazy dream?
That's the first thing I thought too.
Yeah.
When I woke up.
I don't think you both had dreams at all. I think you definitely had an out of body.
It was so
but it's amazing that you wanted to stay.
Yeah.
You see, if you left, what would have happened?
You fought for yourself.
I thought my soul could have been wandering.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
And people actually say when you're asleep, you are out from your body.
Yeah, actually, you're right. I heard that too.
Yeah. So that's why I don't know whether this is true, but they say when you change your face too much, like wear surgery and all that.
Yes.
Your soul can't recognize yourself.
To come back.
Yeah.
So what happened after, like, the woman showed you the TOYOL?
I remember going back home, and then I was in the car, and then I told my dad what happened, and he was like, "Okay, okay." It's like, "Okay, don't you want to ask me more?" It's like he just kept quiet.
So
throughout the whole ride.
It's good that you're from a family that believes in this. They're not skeptical. It does make things easier.
Yeah.
But they're a bit too calm.
I think because they saw how scared I was sometimes.
So they want to kind of make sure you're okay. You don't mengelabah sangat.
Yeah.
Okay, since you have this ability, this power.
No, not anymore.
Well, no, yeah. I mean, I think it stays whether whoever it is has that ability, whether how much you're allowed to have it be powerful or not, right? It's up to you really when you grow up and stuff.
They say hijab, right? The hijab, right? Hijab. Yeah, like is it called hijab? Whereby someone who can see it, hijab dia terbuka.
Oh.
So your hijab is at in between your eyes.
The third eye lah.
Oh.
Hijab
like
is your third eye.
Yeah, so you can actually, if you want to see it, you can actually jumpa orang tu buka hijab.
And everybody has that.
Everybody has that.
Everybody has a third eye, whether it's open or not. Yeah, it's correct. I believe you have a doozy. Another one final story.
Yeah.
All right.
Since we're at the TOYOL story, right?
Sure.
So maybe I can share my mom's first-hand experience.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, my mom's first-hand experience, because she actually my sister told me the story, and I actually asked my mom whether it's true, and she said yes. So this happened before I was born. So it was my brother. So I have three siblings: my brother, my sister, and I. Okay, so after my mom gave birth to my sister, she had 2 miscarriages, and then it was me. Okay. So she had her first miscarriage because I think a ball hit her perut.
A ball?
Yeah.
Oh no!
What?
I think someone was playing bola and then it hit her perut, and then she had a miscarriage. But that one, the baby was still small lah.
Okay.
So I think tak ada heartbeat lagi kot. But the second one, she was 6 months pregnant dah. Okay, so this incident happened at her second miscarriage. Okay, so this happened before me lah. Okay, so I did not experience all this, but my mom and my sister told the story. So when she had the miscarriage, she just moved to Johor with my dad. So my dad was based there, and this miscarriage happened when she was 6 months pregnant, and because they just moved, so they didn't know anyone there, kan? So my mom was in the hospital, so my dad didn't know how to handle all this. Tak kenal orang masjid pun tak kenal lagi, tak jumpa lagi kan. So while my mom was inside the hospital, he actually met someone at the hospital. So he asked for help. He said, excuse me, Cik, can you just help me with the burial of my baby? Because I don't know anyone here. And that person actually said okay. So because after that, the hospital gave the baby to my dad, and he actually brought it home. Nak pergi ke bumi lah, kan? And then so he was with that guy. So my dad actually thought that guy tu macam orang ulama lah. So he actually introduced my dad to this ustaz. So my dad cakap, okay, good, so let's do this, right? And then the ustaz, because what my mom said was that the ustaz said to my dad thought he was an ustaz lah, but apparently he was not. Okay, he was not. So he actually told my dad, okay, I'm gonna take the baby and I'm gonna mandikan dengan asam jawa, and I can't remember what else, asam jawa or something lah, but a bit odd lah. You know, usually you mandi and then you teluk kapur barus, mandi dengan sabun bidara and all that kan. Tapi at that time my mum pun masa tu, she was still young and she's from Thai, so she's not that familiar with all this yet, you know. So but my mum masa tu, she was in the hospital, so my dad was handling this on his own. Okay, so orang tu ambil, dia mandikan, and then dia cakap, okay, ambil baby ni and then pergi tanam, and then letak, make sure you letak lilin. Cakap pergi tanam dekat kawasan rumah lah, kawasan rumah, and letak lilin. So my dad actually did that. Dia tanam, tapi dia tak letak lilin lagi, dia tanam dulu, because dia ada the person actually said you must put the lilin at a certain time. So dia tak letak lilin lagi, dia pergi jumpa my mom. So he went to see my mom, and that person actually gave him something, you know, like a locket with something inside, like a
serbuk or something.
Not serbuk, like
a
macam kertas with something
writing.
With the writing,
like
okay. Yeah, he opened it and he saw it, was like okay, but he cannot think like that. Straight. There's something wrong with, maybe dia kena macam maybe dia kena,
I mean, he didn't think anything of it, right? It's just
maybe that person kind of blocked his conscience or something like that.
Because if you're at your right mind, you think that there's something wrong with this, exactly. But he cannot see that, you know.
Correct.
He cannot see that. So when he took it to my mom, he says, okay, wear this, you have to wear this tonight. And then my mom actually opened the locket and saw like scribble tau, like but the scribble tu bukan ayat Quran, dia macam
bad handwriting.
My mom said cacing, macam cacing, like banyak cacing,
wiggles.
Yes, like wiggles, a lot of wiggles. And then she said, no, I'm not gonna wear this, and she threw it away. And then dia cakap kat my dad, dia cakap, there's something, she calls my dad there's something wrong here, like something's not right, you know, you have to go check. And then my dad said, really? He said, okay, ayat Quran je. He cannot see it, you know. He saw it as ayat Quran.
Wow.
Yeah, he saw it as ayat Quran. He cannot see it, and but then he also said to my mom lah, dia cakap, this is odd, like why dia mandi dengan asam jawa, mungkin tak nak bagi bau kot. Dia macam pelik tau, but he cannot make sense of it,
right?
So then my mom said, can you just please go to any masjid closest to us and go find an ustaz. But my dad said, but that was an ustaz. And she cakap, no lah, just go to a masjid and find a proper ustaz. Like, I don't trust this guy kan. And then the ustaz said, macam cakap, they believe that person is trying to make a toyol out of that
baby, out of your baby,
out of their baby kan.
Yeah, the fetus.
Yeah. So the reason why that person asked my dad to put the lilin at night was because they want to gali that baby balik. Dia nak ada tanda lah.
So they know where it
Otherwise they don't know. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Otherwise they don't know where it's at kan. And then ustaz pun cepat-cepat cakap, okay, bring me to the place where you read the baby kan. Dia tanam, dia mandikan jenazah, semayang jenazah the proper way lah kan. And then
yeah, right. You couldn't even trust hospital people.
And it's crazy because my dad saw it as ayat Quran. But my mom saw it lah. My dad couldn't see
Your
it.
dad kena pukau.
Yeah, macam kena pukau. Exactly, that's the word. Kena pukau. And then my mom pun jumpa after everything dah settle, dah tanam the proper way kan, the Islamic way. My mom pun pergi jumpa ustaz tu, cakap, what actually happened? Am I okay? Dia takut lah kan. Thought she wants to treat her from all this bad energy and then the ustaz actually said, no, actually because anak puan dah cukup sifat. Cakap, apparently if you want to buat toyol, your baby kena ada cukup sifat. Like you cannot have a baby yang tak ada tangan ke, or tak ada jari ke. It has to be
full,
and then it has to be a boy baby.
Which was a boy lah.
It was a boy.
Okay.
And
I didn't know. So there's no female toyols.
There's no female toyol apparently. Yeah.
Makes sense lah.
Yeah.
Boys are naughty.
Yeah.
Right.
So it has to be boy. It has to be cukup sifat, and then it has to meninggal on a certain day. And it has to be on a full moon or something like that. So actually there are the few.
So interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
requirements.
So that's what the ustaz told my mom. So apparently the baby met all the requirements. So,
right.
Yeah.
What I found very interesting, walaupun your father kena pukau, for some reason he didn't put the tanda. He didn't put the lilin. He tanamkan, then went to straight.
No, because he was waiting for malam. It was not night yet, I think.
He was waiting for malam, but he still didn't. He went to see your mom.
Yeah, he went to see my mom. I think he had this feeling, but he's not sure.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. He was still in control a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so.
So be careful.
Wow. So it has to be
careful whom you trust.
That's true. Who you talk to. So okay. So possible full moon. You have to have it's a boy.
And
the body has to be
like at a certain stage, right? A certain maturity stage.
You're right.
Yeah, not deformed.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Now I always thought 6 months is quite big for a toyol.
Yeah, dah besar. Exactly.
That's a big toyol. It's a big boy.
But that's what they do. Maybe what they do is when they do the spell and put it into a little glass cage, it shrivels up, right?
Into that fetus possible.
So
yeah, interesting.
Because when you saw it in the movies, usually it's besar.
Yeah.
Correct, right. From what we have seen, I think, in local films.
Yeah.
So just make sure you guys don't do anything to this list that Mo's talking about.
So our next episode, how to conjure a toyol. Here.
Not that we are teaching you now.
But no, it's interesting to hear about these requirements, like you said.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's actually quite freaky too. To know that you are unable to control your mind or control or be sensible or be aware of what's happening, and you're out of your control.
So now that my new nickname to you is Toyol Whisperer, is there do you know have you ever heard once a person has a toyol, like they have to keep it, or how do you get rid of one? Do you know anything about that?
Never heard of
No, I don't know how to get rid of one, right?
No.
Next episode, we'll find somebody who can.
Let's Google that.
In the comments, I'm a toyol, I don't know how to get rid of it. It's like, we can't help you. We know how to only make one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I have to thank my wife because they are spin class friends. And it's good to have you on this show.
Thanks for sharing your story.
Such an honor and privileged. Yeah.
It was very, very enlightening.
Yeah.
Information that we received tonight. Any of you guys have any toyol stories?
Yeah, please comment.
Or any of you guys know how to get rid of one?
Exactly, that's what we need to know. Actually, we know how to. We just taught you how to conjure one. So how to get rid of one? But we appreciate it, guys. I mean, please call, message us about the story, or if you guys have stories, have similar TOYOL stories, or you know, you want to ask Jaja questions in the comments, you know.
Yep.
And don't forget to subscribe, comment, like.
Yes.
To help us out to carry to grow this channel.
And you can follow Jaja on our socials. You know, if you ever just slide in her DMs, like, hey, I too have a problem. Please help.
Problem.
But till next time, thank you for joining us. My name is Fairil.
And I'm Moe. And this is
Jaja.
We'll see you guys again next time
on Naik Bulu Tales.